Hello and welcome to a training video for NIVS, which will show an overview of the vaccinator, school-age vaccinator and vaccinator reporting roles. If you do not have access to the role you require, you will need to contact your Trust super user. If you do not know who this is or you have any other questions, please email nivs@england.nhs.uk and we will assist. This here is the home screen for NIVS. What you will see here will depend on which roles have been assigned to you. For the vaccinator role, you will have these four options: immunisation status, patients, batches and pre-screenings. For the school-age vaccinator role, you will have these two options: school COVID sit reps and school flu vaccinations. And for the reporting role, you will have this option here, reports. If you hold more than one role, you will see a combination of these options on your home screen, as you can see here. Let's begin with the vaccinator role. The first option is the immunisation status, which will allow you to check the vaccination status for any patient, regardless of which system their vaccinations have been added to. You will need to fill in either the NHS number or the full set of demographic information, and then click on the relevant magnifying glass. So either the NHS number or the full set of demographic information. As we're using a test page, there is no data to show here, but what will appear will be the dates and types of any COVID or flu vaccinations that the patient has had. We'll then move on to patients, which is what most of you will be using NIVS for. This is used to add patients to the system and to record vaccinations for both flu and COVID. We will start with adding the patient to the system. So you'll need to click on patient, and you should first search for the patient using the NHS number. And if they don't appear, then search with demographic information. Please note that some patients may have been added without an NHS number, as you can see here, which means that they may not appear if you search by NHS number. So to add the patient on, you'll need to search for them. If they appear, you can click edit on this button here. Or if they don't appear, click new patient and fill in the relevant information. Again, you'll need to either add in the NHS number and click on the magnifying glass, or fill in all of the demographic information. In this case, we'll fill in the NHS number and click on the magnifying glass, and a test patient comes up. We'll then need to fill out the rest of this information, so whether they're a carer, whether they live in a residential care home for the elderly, whether they work in a residential care home for the elderly, or if they're a healthcare, social care or care home worker, and then click save. This has added this patient onto the NIVS system. To add a COVID vaccination, you will need to click on new pre-screening here, fill in this information, and then click save. Anytime a yes is recorded, a warning message will pop up, and there is a general comments box at the bottom if needed for you to fill in any relevant information. Once this has all been entered, you can click save, which will take you to the vaccination screen. You can see add COVID vaccination. Again, you should fill in all of the relevant information. And then select the batch number from here. If it does not appear, then you will need to add it into the batch via the batch search here, which I will show you how to do. To add in a batch, you will need to select, you will need to search for the batch. You can see here a large list of COVID batches, vaccination batches. To add in a new one, you click Add New Batch, click COVID, select the manufacturer, fill in the relevant information, and select the batch expiry date, as well as for Pfizer and Moderna batches, the defrost expiry date. Should then click Save. And if we go back to our patient, you can click Select to select the pre-screening, click Save. And the batch will then appear in this drop-down. Should then select the vaccination site as well as the dose. And you can then see that this COVID vaccination has been saved successfully. So that is how to add a COVID vaccination. To add a flu vaccination, you should again search for the patient. Scroll down to New Flu Vaccination, fill in the relevant information. Fill in the batch number. Again, if it doesn't appear, you can add it via the same process as batches up here, but by searching via seasonal flu. Click Save, and you will see that green pop-up appear again. So that is an overview of the vaccinator role. As always, if you have any questions, please contact us at nivs@england.nhs.uk. We'll now look at the school-age vaccinator role, which is used to upload school-age flu vaccinations and school COVID sit-reps. Both of these are done via bulk upload and CSV files. To upload a flu dataset, you'll need to click on the school-age flu vaccinations option. Click Upload School Flu Vaccinations, and then select the file from here. You will then get a save option. Once you click that, you will again hopefully see the green pop up to say this has been saved successfully, and then it will have been uploaded to the system. This I button here provides a specification which will allow you to troubleshoot in case of an error. If there is an error, as you can see here, it will say file validation failed. Please correct the errors and try again. So you will need to go back into your CSV file, amend the errors, try uploading it again, and it should then say ready for upload with a save button. School COVID sit-reps work similarly. You should select the school COVID sit-rep option, click upload school COVID sit-reps, click on the choose the file, and then click upload or click save, and that will upload the file. You should then click on the save button when it appears, and this will add it to the system. The reporting role allows users access to vaccination reports, which can be shown via the reports option, which is this one here. Clicking Run Report will allow you to see an overview of vaccinations for your trust, filtered by age, dose number, dose type, and whether they work for your trust or not. To download a more detailed extract, you should click on Download Extract here, and then select the type from this drop-down. These extract titles are fairly simple to understand, so you should be able to find the extract that you need. You can view COVID vaccinations recorded by your organisation, COVID vaccination records recorded for employees of your organisation. So that might be if they've been vaccinated at a different trust, but they work for your organisation, you'll be able to see their records in that extract. Patients with multiple COVID vaccinations on the same day, that can be used to find any duplicate vaccination records that have been added, normally by error, we'd hope by error. Patients without any COVID vaccination activity, so that would be patients who've been added to the system but have not had a COVID vaccination added to their record. Patients with a COVID pre-screening and no vaccination, self-explanatory, they've had a pre-screening added but not a vaccination, so that can be used to see any missing vaccinations, possibly. Patients due a second COVID vaccination dose, that will show patients who have received a first but not a second dose, and then similar for flu as well. Vaccinations recorded by your organisation for employees of your organisation, patients with multiple flu vaccinations on the same day, and all the users in your organisation. This will allow you to see a list of users and the roles that they hold for your organisation. Please note that these records in these extracts only relate to records that have been saved on NIVS and will not show vaccinations that have been recorded on other systems, such as Pinnacle. That concludes this overview of NIVS. As always, if you have any questions, you can find our email address here in the bottom left by clicking on Contact Us. And for system support, you can see our email there, nivs@england.nhs.uk, where we will be able to answer any questions you may have about the system. Thank you.